Right then, this is a video for a quite extraordinary Honda Civic actually. It's a 1.4 SE petrol. The car's covered just 33,900 miles in the last 13 years. One owner and a full Honda service history, right up to the one we've literally just done. And it was only serviced about 100,000 miles ago, so we've done it on age, not mileage. Finished in this gorgeous topaz yellow metallic, which won't be for everybody, I get that, but I think it looks stunning on a car. The car is in simply beautiful condition. You know, age and mileage certainly. Front of the car, lights and lenses clear, intact, no cracks or condensation. Bonnet very, very clean. Any stone chips, minor indeed. The near side of the car, beautifully smooth down the flanks, absolutely crisp. Only obvious external mark, a little bit of a touch in done on the bumper corner there. It's on plastic, not metal, so it can't rust obviously. Near side front alloy, in really good condition, again considering it's close to the curb. Panel work just looks like new down the side here. Near side rear alloy, again absolutely beautiful condition. Camera in the back, bumper corners, tailgate, entry points to the boot, all unmarked. Offside of the car, driver's side, as with the rear side, just so crisp and clean. Looks like it's a 3-roll car. Offside rear alloy, again lovely. Remaining panel work is fantastic. And final alloy, again really nice. This is the only one, just got a little bit of pickling on the inside of a couple of the spokes, but I'm being stupidly critical of that. On the best you can see. Coming to the back of the car, huge boot, and it looks like new back here. Load liner fitted. Also it's got a space saver wheel and inflation kit, so they paid extra for that, but amazing. It's coming into the back. This is where the kids sit. Over 12-13 years, it looks like they've been banished from the back because the rear seats look like new. Let's go to the front and the passenger side. Sorry, can't get my words out. Full set of mats in the car. Passenger seat again, looks like it's hardly been sat on. Finally come to the front, door card, again immaculate. Same with the footwell areas, looking clean. Driver's seat, age of the car, unbelievable. Inside the car now, engine's running and dashboard is illuminated so you can see it all displayed. It looks pretty much as new in here. And that is a view. That is a view you get of a Honda Civic in terms of the dashboard binnacle, just stunning. As you can see, engine's running, there are no warning lights on. To show you there, 33,947 miles. That little yellow airbag light, by the way, is just a pre-check. After about 30-40 seconds that goes out once it's happy that it's all good with the system, but it really is very special. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.4 SE. The car is registered AK62FUU, and mileage at the start of the road test is just 33,941. As I always say, the reason for these videos, especially this bit, the road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's looking at any of the cars we're selling online, they get to see that very car actually in operation. It can be really annoying to go and see a car when you've travelled a long way, even though it's described as good, to find out that when you get in it, it's got an obvious fault that shows up, which you'd much rather known about, obviously. So coming to the car, this is a truly exceptional car. Ownership, history, condition, you name it, it's an astonishing vehicle. Twist the key, engine starts instantly and settles to completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. It's just another peach of an engine from Honda, you know, the world's best engine builder of mass production engines. You know, it's tough, strong, reliable over big mileages with good regular maintenance. Timing chain driven, so there's no cam belts to have to worry about. But more than that, it's just such a lovely unit. It's smooth, it's willing, it's flexible, it's quiet, it's economical. If you do go down a gear or two and put your foot down, you've got a muted but nice intake noise, not kind of a thrashy mechanical noise you get with some of its competitors who are less able to produce engines like this. Engine then feeds into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, as you'd expect, absolutely perfect. And bike point's exactly where it's meant to be. It's nice and smooth in operation. And the gearbox is one of the best you're going to use. The Civic, like most front-wheel drive cars these days, the gear lever here is actually joined by cables to the gearbox. No sort of direct linkage as such. Unfortunately, on lots of its competitors, that means you end up with sort of light, vague, lifeless gear changes. And nothing could be more different with the Civic. It's got a lovely gearbox. It's snappy. It's got a lovely feel as the synchromesh engages the gears. It feels meaty and engineered, which is exactly what it is, of course. And that feels exactly like it would have done when it was new. So coming onto the steering and chassis, first and foremost, suspension over that horrible bit of road exhibits no clonks, no rattles, nothing at all. The whole car just feels, and I hate to say it, but it literally feels like new to drive, which is a cliche, I know. Steering, tracks dead straight, there's no vibrations at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. The Civic, I've said it a million times before, and I'll continue to say it because it's completely true, manages to do two things brilliantly well, which is actually very hard to achieve. So for those who literally just want a Civic to get you and your family from A to B comfortably, I don't think there's anything else as comfortable out there. It's just a brilliantly resolved ride, beautifully damped, able to deal with 99% of the road imperfections better than most. It's just wonderfully comfortable. But for those who still enjoy their driving, it's got another side to it. When you go through corners, the steering is beautifully weighted, pinpoint accurate. It flows through corners with amazing agility. Very little body roll, but great body composure. You don't get lots of motion at all. But no, anyone that has had a Civic knows just how nicely they drive. And there's only a couple of cars in its class which could come even close to it in that sense, and that's probably its main competitors, the Ford Focus and the Golf. They both drive very well indeed and manage to do much of what this does, although the underpinnings of the Civic are rather better produced. Brakes in the car, it's just gone down there. No pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal, which is the thing I fear most, because it's obviously disc wear in that case, but they're all good. And then we come inside. It's worth pointing out the car's literally just been delivered to us, driven to us, so it's not been cleaned. And yet, rare to get into a 13-year-old car that feels almost like new when you sit inside it straight away. It literally doesn't need cleaning. It's that clean. It's absolutely stunning. But more than that, all the surfaces just look like it's just rolled off the production line. This is a truly special car. Also, absolutely no squeaks or rattles, because they are brilliantly put together vehicles. And the dashboard itself is just joy of joys. It's in a world of, especially of this vintage car, most cars, if you squinted, they'd all look the same. They all have the same binnacle here, the same centre stack, but just variations on exactly the same theme. The Civic dares to be different, but not for that sake. To me, it's easy on the eye. I love the look of it, but it's not for everybody. Completely get that. But what they've done is for the benefit of the driver in every single way. The most conventional bit, because it does work, that's the one thing I will say about centre stacks. Ergonomically, it's fantastic. Radio, about as easy as you're ever going to use there. CD player included, of course. Climate control system underneath that, again functioning perfectly and pumping out absolutely ice cold air. All of the switch gear, whatever you prod, press or poke, has a lovely high quality feel to it that the Japanese do brilliantly well. But my favourite bit, this bit in front, this upper and lower deck. The upper deck, the information you can look at most regularly, so they mount it nice and high for you, with the most obvious one being your speedo. And there it is, all by itself, white on black, digital display, nothing to distract you. So I can look at the cars coming around the corner, I can look at pedestrians, whatever happens to be, but without even taking my eyes off the road, I can see my speed, and that is genius. Further down, you've got a pod of more conventional dials, rev counter in the middle, flanked either side by your temperature and fuel gauges. It's just a fantastic interior. It really is. I know it's my opinion, but I just think it's, it's a lovely place to sit and drive a car. Everyone who gets in them, I've never had someone get into a Civic and go, oh, I don't like that. Everyone normally jumps in and goes, well, it just feels special, because it is. And this one is particularly special, genuinely so. I cannot fault it.